Now in this video, we're going to talk about surds. Now, in this surds series, it is split up into 4 parts. We have simplifying, we have adding and subtraction, we have multiplication and rationalizing. And for this video, we're going to focus on simplifying. Now for the first example, we're going to simplify root 50. Now when we think about surds and simplifying, we want to focus on the square roots. So square roots consist of 1, 4, 9, 60, 25, 36, so on and so forth. So let's put this on the side here, and let's focus on root 50. Now what numbers on the right hand side, which has the square numbers, which we can times by to give us 50. So in this case, we have 25 and 2. So let's split up root 50 by doing root 25 times by root 2. From here, how can we square root both numbers? Now we can square root 25 and it will give us both negative 5 and positive 5. However, because of how surds are in GCSE, we won't focus on negative numbers. So we're going to just focus on the positive, which is 5. So in this case, we will have 5 times root 2, as there aren't any square numbers on the right hand side, which we can times by to give us 2. Therefore, the simplification of root 50 will give us 5 root 2. Now the next example we have is root 80. So what numbers we have on the right hand side here are the square numbers which we can times to give us root 80. As you can see, we can do 16 times by root 5, as 16 times 5 give us 80. So we do root 16 times by root 5. Now what is the square root of 16? 4. Therefore we have 4. And what's the square root of 5? It's just 5. So it'll be 4 times root 5, which will therefore give us 4 root 5, which is the answer for this question. The next question is, how can we simplify 3 root 40? Now we want to ignore the 3 and just focus on the root 40. So in terms of the square numbers on the right, what can we do? What can we times by to give us root 40? And that will give us 4 times 10. So let's just ignore that 3 and just focus on 40. So we have root 10 and root 4. Now the square root of 10 is just square root of 10. So we leave it as is. Whereas the square root of 4 is 2. So we have 2 times root 10. And because we have the 3, we actually do 3 times 2 times root 10, which will give us 6 root 10. So for more revision, go on algebrafund.co.uk, where you can watch revision videos and attempt worksheets and also attempt past paper questions.